the Delta Force.
Yeah.
The baddest of the bad. And you were telling me a little bit. Just tell everybody about what it was like when you first got with the Delta Force and how just unbelievable they were.
So when I signed a contract with the Special Forces, and they took me to Baghdad, and then they do another interview based on what's your experience. They take you to whatever location in Iraq. And based on what I did with the Air Force, we were like basically going and talking to people and having meeting with people, interrogate people. And they said, we need you in Tikrit. You're going to Tikrit. I was at the green zone at the time. And the green zone is like, it's nice place to stay. I was like, I don't want to leave Tikrit. I want to stay in the green zone. Yeah. No, you're going to Tikrit. So we went to Tikrit, and I worked with Delta 121, the Special Forces. They were like badass guys. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you that. I mean, it's like these guys. We went in so many missions in Saddam's hometown. I never felt like worried because like these guys trained and like they're programmed. They're trained so well. They have the best equipment, and they worry about my safety so much. I get two guys with me the whole time. Everywhere we go, I got two guys on my left, on my right, sometimes my front and back to protect me.
Well, Samir, did they give you a sidearm?
I mean, I do have sidearm, and they taught me how to use it if it need to. But I told them, I don't think I need it with you guys. You guys are badass.
Seriously,
bad. I mean, like in Iraq, they have houses. You're talking about 2 stories, but like they look like 10 stories. I don't know how they know how to get to the roof so quick. I mean, the doors, it's metal doors. They kick the doors. They break the doors. I mean, the equipment they have is unbelievable. I loved every moment of working with these guys. I mean...
And every day was just to search for Saddam.
It was Saddam.
Every day. That was your one mission.
Yes. We were looking for Saddam the whole time, but at the same time, we were looking for his vice president. We raided about 3 or 4 different locations. Always we get information, but it was too late. And we raid the place, and they said, oh, he was here last night, and he left. The closest we got to his vice president, it was like, 2 hours ago, he was here for dinner, and he left. So, yeah, and then...
At this point, I kind of forget my history. Was his sons already been killed? Or were they killed afterwards? I can't remember.
Yes. They killed him before they capture.
They killed the son?
They killed the son.
Both sons, right?
Both sons. Uday and Qusay was killed in Mosul.
Okay.
They were killed before Saddam was captured. But like, every time we go on mission, 2 a.m, there's no headlights, there is no light at all. Even the headlight and the tail light on this Humvee was covered with tapes, like nothing. We use night vision goggle the whole time, and we go to farms and places, and we can see everything. And I never took my camera with me. I was like, until that night, I decided to take the camera because the information we have, it looks good.
Let's go back and see it. Tell everybody how you got the information and what you guys are acting on it on the night of.
We had the guy named is Basim. He's the driver of the Saddam's bodyguard. Saddam's bodyguard name is Muhammad Ibrahim Omar al-Muslim. He was like related to Saddam, but we had his name, his brother name, because they knew he was with Saddam the whole time, but we couldn't capture him. So his driver name is Basim. We kept him for a long time. My God, bring him in, talk to him, let him go. Then we need him again. We call the Iraqi police. They bring him in. We keep him for a couple days. But he was so dumb and stupid that every time he give an answer, he's like completely awkward. And I know, like, he tried to help, but he's so, I don't know, maybe he was scared. The whole time, And he one of one of the location, he mentioned that he took Muhammad, who was a driver for the bodyguard for 2 years, and he said there's 2 locations in Baghdad he hang with all the time. There is a car lot, and there is his girlfriend. By the way, Muhammad married, he has 2 wives
And the girlfriend?
and a girlfriend.
Okay.
So he is stupid.
So one day we got this information that Muhammad was captured in Baghdad, and we were in Tikrit. And I was like, oh my God, because we had Saddam's, how he looked like, in so many different ways, with beard, without beard, skinny, fat, old, and all that, makeup with money makeup. And the same thing with the bodyguard. And I was like, Saddam's bodyguard gotta be like 6 foot
Yeah, yeah.
tall, muscle and big guy. And here's Muhammad, chubby, short guy. He was so scared when we got him in. And I was like, really? That's Muhammad? We were looking for this guy for a long time.
Yeah.
Finally, we sat with him, and he was so scared that first he was hesitate to tell us about anything about Saddam. But, you know, these guys, they know the deal. It's like, hey, we know you're married, you got 2 wives, 2 houses. How about this? We send the plane, bomb the shit out of your damn houses. We killed everybody, killed all your kids and wife and all of them. He believed it. He really believed it. He was like, he started crying. He was like, Samir, please tell them, let's go now. I'll show you where Saddam is now. Right? Let's go in now. He's encouraged us to go right now. I was like, that's what he's saying. He tell us to go right now because it's too late. Once Saddam know that Muhammad is captured, he will leave and he will be never able to find him. That's what they decide to go to the location. It was in the afternoon, and we had a local van, Kia, didn't have tinted window.
Kia?
A Kia, a van. We didn't have we have curtain, like instead of the tinted window, there's a curtain all over. And here is like 5 special forces wearing, we call them dish dash. The long dress is the Arabic.
Yeah.
And I told them how to wear it, how to put the turp. And I was sitting in there fixing. Everyone's like, oh, that's not the way to look. This is how we'll look.
Now you're the makeup guy? Yeah. You're the Iraqi makeup guy?
So Muhammad was with us in the van, and he's supposed to take us at least near to the farm where Saddam's supposed to hide in the bunker. And this is it. Just us in the van. There is no security, there's nothing. I was like, what if something goes wrong? What if we get caught in Saddam's hometown? But these guys, man, they don't fuck around. I'm telling you, these guys,
The Delta Force?
they know the deal. They know, like,
They're good.
I was like, how they know so much? So we drove all the way. He showed us near to the farm, maybe like quarter miles. We can see the farm. It was like a dirt road. And he said, that's the farm. Keep going. And the guy said, stop. This is it. They marked it at in the GPS. And we went back. I was like, why are you guys going back? Shut up. That's not your job. So we went back.
Interpreter.
We went back about maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock p.m. Then I noticed, like, oh my God. We live in one of Saddam's villa. He got the big palace, and he got villas all over the area. It was occupied by the American forces. And we live in one of his villa, but it's a big villa. And I noticed, I look outside, I was like, oh my God, we had 8 helicopters. We have special forces. It's not our team. We got special forces coming from Mosul, from Baghdad, plus our team. You talk about 80 member of special forces at this location.
Shit's about to pop off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe about 7:30, when it started moving. And when we left, and I look back, oh my God, we have Bradley's tank, we have army behind us. And then another 20 minutes later, we stop another U.S. base somewhere in the way, halfway, and
Pick
there's
up more.
more forces join us. You talk about 600
Wow.
members of going to the farm.
It's like a police
it-
pursuit, you
it's-
know.
it's-
More coppers
It's,
get in
it's
every.
so many, it's a lot. But I was, Muhammad was sitting next to me, the bodyguard, and we were the first Humvee going to the farm because he's our guide
So you're the lead.
with the lead. And the time we got there was 8:30, Saturday night, December 13. When we got close, Muhammad got confused. The bodyguard got confused about where the farm. He's like, it's a dirt road, but he's like, one minute he's like, oh, go right and go left. And we were like this, and everybody was not happy. Samir, tell him, what the hell is going on here? Tell us. He's like, I can't see. So I gave him my night vision goggle light. It's like, okay, now you see? He's like, yeah, I see now. He's like, go this way. And for some reason, he took us to the right way at nighttime. It was straight to the farm. And we got right on the farm when he said, this is it. And here we go. All the forces now jumping in this farm. They captured 2 guys, and one of them, I think he left. I don't know if he ran away or nothing, but they captured 2 of these guys. These guys are not even bodyguard for Saddam. They were like regular people, making sure when Saddam wants to come out in the morning, they open the bunker. They let him out. He stay until like in the afternoon. Then when he wants to go back to the bunker, they put him in the bunker. But the lid, there's a lid, like a little with handle. And that lid made exactly for that little hole. Like it looked like a sewer. When I saw it, they were like, it's like a sewer. It's like small. They built the lid, it fit exactly in that hole. And then they put a rag and they put the dirt mixed with leaves and all that. So it'll blend in. You can't even see it. So here we go. Me and Muhammad still sitting in the Humvee. All the forces went inside.
The house. There was a
Inside-
house. There was a
house.
farm.
Yeah,
farm or a house.
yeah, a farmhouse. Then when in there, we were like waiting about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, nothing. The guys come in. It's like, Samir, we need you. Coming in. I walked in. There was like 2 guys was arrested, and he's like, tell this guy to show us the bunker. And I was like, where's the bunker? I was talking to them in Arabic. They was like, oh, what bunker? We have no bunker. No, there is a bunker here. Show us the bunker. And when these guys scream, I have to scream. I can't say, if they scream, say, show us the fucking bunker now. I can't say, what is a bunker? I have to scream. I have to yell. I have to be like the same way. Otherwise, it doesn't work because I know I did this for many, many years. I know how to do it right. And one of them said, yeah, I'll show you where the bunker is. I'll show you. I was like, where? He was like, oh, this way. I guess we were standing on the top of the bunker at the time. And this guy wanted us to take us somewhere away from the bunker. And he was like, this is in Iraq, we call this bunker. And he walked us to these trees and stuff. I was like, look at me. I'm an Iraqi. We don't call that bunker. That's not a fucking bunker. We had canine dogs. Bring the canine dogs. Beat the crap out of this dude. His name is Allah. Allah and
Allegedly.
Jabbar. I remember their names. The dog would start biting his arm so hard. He was screaming and screaming and screaming and nothing. He didn't even mention nothing. We dragged him back to the farm, a little farm in there. And we're like, this guy's like, they don't even give us nothing. And I lost hope. I was like, oh my God, is this like another bullshit information? I was like, well, we still have Muhammad. The bodyguard is still in the Humvee. Go get Muhammad. We brought Muhammad in, and I was really, really mad at Muhammad, and I told him, you motherfucker, if you don't tell us the bunker, you said there's a bunker here and there's no bunker. If you don't show us the bunker, I'm going to kill you. He's like, yeah, there's a bunker. Where's the bunker? You guys stand on the bunker. And I was like, Samir, what he says? He's like, he said, you guys stand on the bunker. He's like, where? And everybody was like, where? Show us. And he started walking, and he tapped with his feet. He's like, you got a shovel? I was like, we need a shovel. He said, dig in here, right on the top of the lid. Telling you, everybody was like silent, because they don't know this is real or this is like a game. What's this? And I was like standing there waiting, and when they start digging, they found like a little rag, and they moved the rag. And then, wait a minute, what's this? This like a little lid with handle. They move that, it's about this deep. They move it out, and there is a hole. It looked like a sewage hole. And I was like, oh my God, this is crap. No way. I mean, Saddam, we think Saddam will stay in here. Come on, you look at him, how he lived. Look at these palaces he built.
Yeah.
There is no way. There is no. To me, it's like there's no way Saddam will hide in this hole. This is not good. And the special forces decided to fire shots in that hole, just like a sound shot, but it's really loud. And we heard a noise inside that bunker saying in Arabic, don't kill me. Don't shoot me. And there's like, Samir, come and talk to him. And I was like, straight to the hall, I was like, come out, come out. I was speaking in Arabic.
Yeah.
Come out, come out. And I heard him saying, don't kill me, don't shoot me. And every time I walked to the hole, if it was my choice, I'd probably go in.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this is true. This is something in there. But every time I talked to him like for about a second, and that's all I feel, like hands coming from me in the back and pulling me way back. And I was like, why? And I didn't realize they were caring about my safety. At the time, I didn't think about
Right.
that. I was like, why don't you let me talk to him? He's like, okay, go talk to him. I was like, come out, put your hands up. And they pulled me back. And I was so mad. I was like, let me talk to him. I was like, put your hands up. So whatever they tell me, I tell him, put your hands up. And that's what he did. He put one hand up like that. And the guy said, Samir, tell him to put his other hands up. I was like, put your fucking other hands up. And this is what he did.
I got a good story about that too. Go ahead. Not right now.
It was like, both hands. I was like, both hands. Put your both hands up. Finally, he put his both hands up, and I grabbed both hands, like while he's in the hole, like his hand. I saw his hands up, and I went right there in the hole, and I grabbed him. I was like, I got him, but I couldn't pull. I mean, this guy's like on top of like this, and we pulled him out. When we pulled him out, I was like looking at him. That's not Saddam. He doesn't look like Saddam Hussein. This is an old guy with long beard. I was like, there's no way. Until I heard his voice. He said in English, America, why America, why? And I was like, you motherfucker, it's him. And I start screaming. I was like telling everybody, this is Saddam Hussein. This is Saddam. I was just like starting screaming. And my boss saying, his name is Mark, said, Samir, tell him what's his name. He has to say his name. I was like, what's your name? He's like, huh? What's your name? He's like, I'm Saddam. He's like, in Arabic, he said, Ana Saddam. I was like, see? He's like, no. Tell him he has to say his full name. I was like, seriously? Come on, that's Saddam. They couldn't believe it. I was like, okay. I was like, tell him the full name. He's like, I'm Saddam Hussein. I'm the president of Iraq. And when they heard Saddam Hussein, Then that's the they believe this is Saddam. And we pulled him out, put him in handcuff, cut his dish dash. He had like a long dress. And he had a pistol. He had an AK-47 with him in the bunker. He didn't use none of those. And I started talking to him the whole time. I was like, you, this, you mother, this, that,
Tell
that.
us.
Oh, yeah?
There's a lot of anger built up now.
Oh,
A lot of emotion.
They're all right. There's a lot of, but there's a lot of anger built up at this point.
Yes. I mean, I was like, I couldn't believe this guy. I was like, this guy who would destroy not only my life, he destroyed everything. My father was in prison for 3 months because I was part of the uprising. And he was not only in prison, he was tortured because I was part of the uprising. And my father had to say, okay, Samir, he's not my son no more. He fucked up. He's not my son. If you
He had to
captured,
disown you, correct?
if you
To live.
to live, it's like if you captured Samir, I don't care. What do you do with him? You do it. He's not my son anymore. Let me sign. He's not my son, so that I can let him go. And I didn't know about this story until Saddam's gone and back to see my parents again, and they told me about this. I didn't have no idea they went through this because of me.
Probably a good thing because tell everybody how you just punched him right in the fucking face.
So I started talking to him, and I was like, "You are." I don't want to say the words.
Go ahead.
I was like, "You coward." There's a word I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
You're coward. You're nothing. You promise the people. You promise the Arab nation. You promise everybody. You tell the people that you're going to fight. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. And now, guess what? You didn't even fight. You did nothing. You're nothing. You're a piece of shit. You're a coward. You're nothing. And he was looking at me. He was like, he's like, you are a traitor. You are a spy. You don't talk to me like that. And he's calling me traitor and all that. And
Want to bet?
make me angry a little bit. I was like, you know what? I'm traitor. You are a piece of shit. You're a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I start punching him. If you see the blood in his face, I start punching him, and then and I hold him from his beard, both hand, and I start shaking it up and down and tell him like how fucked up you are. You are nothing. We captured you, and I'm going to let the whole world know how coward you are, how you captured like that. And he was not happy about the way I was like, he tried to bit my fingers, because he like, he tried to bit my, like, oh my God, if he bit my finger, he'll cut it off.
Yeah.
I know his eyes, you can tell he was so angry at me at the time. And
Hey, if he would have said he was Saddam Smith, would you just let, okay, let's
Let's
wrong
go.
guy.
Sorry to bother you all.
Wrong guy. Sorry to bother
back
you,
in
dude.
your
Yeah,
hole,
we'll
dude.
move on. Put the farm back together.
Did you go down in the hole and look at it?
no, I didn't.
never did.
The guys went inside there. They found like a box full with cash, like $750,000 in it.
What'd you say about 560?
Seven.
What was
Where's
that?
the rest?
What was that? 480?
But I want to get into the picture, the
yeah.
iconic picture that we've all seen.
So-
Explain how that was taken.
Right. So I told my boss, his name is Mark. I was like, Mark, he knows exactly about my story and why I'm here, why I'm helping. I was like, Mark, let me take a picture with Saddam. He's like, no, Samir, we can't do that. I was like, Mark, look at me. I'm victim of this guy. This guy destroyed me, my life, my family, my country. Please let me take a picture with him. Please let me take a picture with him. I don't know. Maybe he felt bad. I couldn't believe he said, you got a camera? I was like, I got a camera, like right here. He's like,
I thought today was going to be the day.
Gut instinct.
he was like, quick. So I gave it to one of the special forces guys, like, take the camera, take the picture, and that's.
How
Boom.
many?
The Pentagon was mad at you, weren't they? About-
Yeah. Well, what happened when I took the picture, when we went back to the villa, and I took the thumb drive because I was like, I know these guys they're going to concern about the picture. Maybe they changed their mind. They're going to take that picture away from me. So I download that picture to my laptop in case if they want to come and take my little thumb thing, like a little device in the camera, off. So one of the guys, the special forces guys, like, hey, you took a photo that night. And I was like, yeah. He's like, can I have a copy? I was like, am I supposed to give you a copy? He's like, yeah, give me a copy. Let me see
Sure.
that.
That's like me asking you for something. Yeah, give it to me. I won't do nothing with it.
So a day or a couple of days later, he went on leave and he emailed it to his buddy, and it got all over the internet. And the guys that I work with, they thought I'm the one who emailed it. And I was sitting in my room and I heard like pop, 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 pop from downstairs coming, Samir, Samir. I was like, what's going on? Who did you email that picture? What picture? The picture with Saddam. I was like, I didn't email it. No one. He's like, no, you did. You did. This picture is like in the state. The state is like, we got an email from Pentagon, and he's telling me about Pentagon and all this and this. What you do? I was like, oh, did you give copy to anyone? I was like, yeah. I gave it to this guy. And they realized that he emailed it to his friend, and they left me alone.
Have your parents seen that picture?
Oh, yeah.
Now, how many framed pictures of that do you have at your house or at work?
In my office, I got 2 of them.
Yeah.
I got one pretty big and one small.
Could we get one for the studio down here?
Yeah.
We're definitely going to have to frame that thing. We might have to replace our picture with that one.
So the whole time when I got back, I couldn't, I told my friend, I called, actually that night, I called my wife. The same night when we captured him, after 2 hours, 3 hours later, I got the satellite phone. We have this military phone, and I called my wife, and I was like, look, tomorrow you need to watch the news. I was like, what's going on? I was like, there is something big. I cannot tell you, but something big happened, and I was part of it. And she just knows, like, is it Saddam? I was like, I gotta go, bye. Then I called my buddy, Carl, and I told him about
And
this.
Cal's here tonight.
Yeah,
I just, he was
yeah,
down here. I
yeah.
don't know. You just walked upstairs, but that's, yeah. And then you called him too, right?
Yeah.
And that's because, and then him and his, because you made friends with him while you were here in St. Louis.
Right.